Dune 2 over the weekend.
And?
It's so good. I want to go see it again.
Nice.
And my wife goes, wait, what? You want to go watch a 2.5-hour movie again at the theaters? And I said, yep. And I said, I want to go with Bryan and watch it in IMAX.
Are you going to go?
We've got to work out the details behind the scenes.
No, you got 2 kids.
We got 2 kids. I get it. There's details to be worked out.
Your wife's like, how come I don't get to go?
But my wife is like, you want to go see it again for 2.5 hours? And I'm like, yeah. One, the scope of this movie is massive because it's so many different universes, the scale of it. There's also, as Bryan knows, there are so many different things to keep up with.
You got to watch it at least twice.
Your head is on a swivel like, okay, that's connected to, and that universe is, and who's the, I mean, there's a lot going on.
It's one of those movies that needs a study guide.
Yes,
yeah.
I know. I need the cliff notes.
Too many names. I'm like, am I dumb or is there a bunch of names in this movie?
And the names are never like, it's never Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Ornificis.
And as I told you guys on Friday, I've been such a huge fan of this franchise since last Tuesday, when I started Dune
You
1.
are striking when the iron's hot, Kyle.
Saw Dune 1. Honestly, and I'm glad because a lot of us watched, Dune 1 3 years ago when it came out. And for me, I watched it. Then I got to see Dune 2 a couple days later, which was nice because I remembered everything of what was going on. But then I realized, and something I did not think about with how incredible Dune is and just how it's shot. It's just unbelievable. And part of the reason why I want to see it in IMAX again, and Bryan and I love this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, like I realized last week that Dune 1 did not come out in theaters because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So a lot of people had to watch it at home on streaming.
Yeah.
And one of the funniest things is one of these guys that I was sitting next to after the movie, he was like a couple rows up, but he's like, man, it was a lot different watching it at the theater than watching it at home on TV. And I'm like, yeah, it hits a little bit different when you have the surround sound of the theater, but highly recommend, especially those sci-fi fans and those fans of Star Wars. Even though it's not really Star Wars, to me, it still has that kind of feel of different universes and things like that.
I think it's very Star Wars-y.
Okay,
How was
highly
the
recommend
loaded fries at the Alamo?
That's really the big question.
The loaded fry is always an A+, Rotten Tomatoes score 100% every single time. I don't know what they do with that or the Royal Cheeseburger that they make.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Another good piece of news to report, and really I'm kind of bearing the lead on this. Morning fam, for somebody who has a baby bladder, guys, I'm proud to report that I only used the bathroom once.
Wow.
In 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Wow.
Well done.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
All that salt in the fries just sucked that liquid right up.
I mean, he was tempting fate, too. I mean, he not only put down I know you put down an extra large Dr. Pepper.
Well, no, Bryan, I got an extra large Dr. Pepper, but when it's a long movie like that, I drink about 25% of the extra large Dr. Pepper. So I was very careful with how much
Then why not buy a small?
Yes.
No. Yeah, because you're at the movies.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And you got the loaded fries. You were just like tempting your body. You were just really putting it through a stress test during a 2.5 hour sit down.
I know. I was holding on. I might have been sweating by the end of it, but I was good, Bryan. I was good to go.
Well, that inner turmoil adds to the Dune experience.
Yes, the tension, if you will.
Wow.
Yeah, you need to go in with pre-built-in tension.
Yeah, I tell you.
The movie
Can
better.
I make it?
Yeah, it was great. The movie wasn't the only thing making me sweat. Act 3 was on another level for my body and the movie.
Layers and layers of tension. I like it.
Loaded fries 2. Anyway, Dune 2. Highly
Best
recommend.
supporting actor was the loaded fries.
Oh, so good.